First carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Fred Warner.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd and a couple. Stick. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Stick. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stick. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Riley Harrison. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. On the right side, caught by Green. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line.
Eason sets to throw it. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Second down, here's Eason. And this is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
To throw on 3rd down, Eason firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
It's now 4th down and 1.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Switch, switch, switch.
Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
The ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
From the gun is Eason.
And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on second.
And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Bears nothing.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
18-yard line.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, it's Stick. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
On 1st down, Jacob Eason.
Green with a catch left side. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Complete to number 34. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. at the 34-yard line.
Second down and 3. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Niners 7, Bears nothing.
Now Eason. Open man is Samuel, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First and 10, Eason completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19.
5-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Eason. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
On second and goal, here's the option. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
They're turned away on fourth and goal. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Not much there, only a yard.
Brings up second and 9. At the 5.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9. They run. This is Cohen. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here's Stick on first and 10. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Javon Kinlaw forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Now Stick. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Eason. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jordan. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Eason. This will be caught just inside the 10. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. From the gun, Eason. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
To kick off for San Francisco.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Stick looking to throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? Stick back to pass. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. Operating from the gun, Eason. This one caught by Isabella. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll throw on 1st down with Eason. Eason in trouble, and down he goes.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Eason on 2nd down. That ball complete to Isabella. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
At the 28-yard line.
On 1st down, Eason letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
To throw again, Eason. A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. From the gun, Eason. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's put him on the glasses. Let's put that team on the hunt. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Stick looks to throw.
The 23-yard line.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Taking a shot for Samuel. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Back to the air on second down. Eason. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Operating from the gun. Eason. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
Stick from the gun. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the Bears' 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Eason. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as he's out of bounds at the 2. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. Try the option on 1st and goal. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Khalil Mack coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. It's out of time. It's out of time, guys. It's out of time. Joker, Joker. 79.
Operating from the gun, Eason, and it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 1-yard touchdown reception, and the 49ers add on to their lead.